Hey everybody, this is Alan Fine and I'm here with Kevin Kelly, the CEO of Travel Nunavut. Nunavut is the adventure traveler's dream. It's almost aspirational adventure travel. We're going to talk about that while we're here at Rendezvous Canada, and this is Insider Travel Report. All right, so Kevin, thank you for talking to us.
Thank you very much for having me.
How is it easy to get there? How do you get there?
Absolutely. So we have several direct access points through Ottawa. We have flights 7 days a week out of Ottawa into Iqaluit. From Montreal, there is 3 direct flights a week out of Montreal into Iqaluit. And then up to Arctic Bay, 7 days a week, and it's about a 3-hour flight.
All right, so now we're going to show some great slides that really tell the tale. The first one is of these guys.
Polar bears. Certainly in and around the Arctic Bay region, there is lots of polar bears, and they're very, very healthy bears. Inuit still very much subsistence hunt for polar bears, so be prepared that guests might come across subsistence hunting every once in a while. But they are a very healthy population within the territory.
You talked about waterfalls, so here's a beautiful picture.
Absolutely. I mean, that's one of the very many waterfalls you could potentially see in and around the Arctic Bay area. And just in Nunavut in general, there's several waterfalls that operators can take you to.
Now, these are very special whales. Or are they even whales?
They are definitely a whale. Narwhals are the tusk is actually the left incisor tooth that protrudes through the mouth. They are amazing, beautiful. Everybody calls them the unicorn of the sea, but they are an abundant resource within the territory.
All right, and so you have how many species of whales showing up?
So we have bowhead whales, which you see in this image here. Previous image, obviously, was was narwhals, beluga whales, different types of seals as well, walrus as well.
In this slide, what are we looking at? What kind of ships are these, or just boats, I should say?
So what we're actually looking at here, this is called the flow edge. So you see snowmobiles there in the distance, and then also structures that are called komatiks. Komatiks are traditional sleds that Inuit still very much use to this day. They pull behind, get pulled behind a snowmobile. So you use that to bring people out to the flow edge, to go to different camping spots, that type of thing. They're affectionately known within the territory as it's called a slamatic, because you do get kind of slammed around a little bit. There's no shocks. We're not talking.
It's part of the fun, and this is bookable.
Absolutely, this is bookable, and it's very much a part of the fun. Absolutely.
But I think it's really interesting to understand that your dog sleds are different in your area.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So because we don't have any trees, most of our dog sled owners are actually setting up in what's called a fan hitch style. So basically, it's basically fanning out in front of the sled.
Instead of a line of 2 going between trees.
That's right. Instead of a line of 2 going between trees, we don't have to worry about that. So basically, as I said before, it's a fan hitch style, and nothing beats being out on the ice or on the land and being on a dog sled. It's nice and peaceful, very quiet, and you get a lot of time to reflect.
So our travel advisors sell a lot of expedition cruising. Who's coming? Who's visiting?
Yeah, thank you very much. So we have Hapag-Lloyd, we have Hurtigruten. For the French market, there are Point we have Silver Seas, we have Adventure Canada, Lindblad, and those are the main cruise ship companies that we have coming to the territory. They're all an expedition style ships, so ranging from 150 passengers up to 500 passengers, and they also then offer a series of training while education components while on the ship. So learning about Inuit culture, learning about the topography and the vegetation and so on and so forth that is within Nunavut. That makes it very special.
Now, depending upon which ship you take, like Silver Sea could be 5-star luxury accommodations. But now let's say you're not doing expedition cruising and you are hoofing it. What kind of accommodations do you have?
Typically, you're looking in around about that 3-star style accommodations. There are some that are close to that 4-star, but typically you're in around about that 3-star. And there's potential that you might end up sharing a bathroom, especially in some of the smaller communities. So make sure guests are prepared for that potential as well. But vast majority of the time, guests will have their own bathroom. They're not sharing a room with somebody else, and having a world-class experience. Maybe not necessarily a world-class hotel, but certainly a world-class experience.
And adventure travel, sharing a bathroom, that's adventure. That can be. But anyway, the next question I wanted to ask you is, what can a client or a guest, a visitor, experience in terms of Wi-Fi and cell phone coverage? What's developing up?
Yeah, so it's great now. We're getting Starlink and Starlink cell phone service. So me personally, I have Starlink at home. It is changing our world, that we now have unlimited data versus before, where it would be pretty much equal to a dial-up speed here in the south. So certainly things are changing, and it's more accessible now, both via cell phone service and internet or Wi-Fi.
When's the best time to be traveling there?
So basically our seasons typically is April right through to the end of August. April, May, and June is when we have our winter activities, and July and August is typically when we have our summer cruise season, boat season, that type of thing. And
based on the seasons, is there a season when they maybe need to bring bug spray?
Absolutely. So typically, we have mosquitoes. So July, the latter part of July, once the ice goes out, is when we start getting mosquitoes. So best to bring bug spray and a good sense of humor, just in case the wind dies off and you are inundated with bugs. But you need to be prepared for them. Absolutely.
So now we go out to over 118,000 travel advisors. A lot of them are selling adventure. First of all, how do they find out more? How do they get in contact?
So you can go to travelnunavut.ca. We will also have additional information through our experiences guide that has all of our market-ready products and services on there.
In that site?
That's in that site, and it'll also be then given out after the show is done.
What's your final word to all these travel advisors about this province?
Absolutely. Nunavut is an amazing destination that's it's really hard to put into words about coming to a territory where we have a very low population, but a huge landmass. Getting to visit the territory and experience, Inuit culture is life-changing, and you really leave the territory with a new sense of how amazing Canada actually is.
Thank you for that. Well, good luck, and I hope you had a good conference.
Yeah, it's been wonderful so far, and certainly very much appreciate you taking the time to talk with me.
And this is Alan Fine for Insider Travel Report.